Something extraordinary is hiding in plain sight, deep within the Philippines. On a remote island in a place most people have never heard of, lives a tribe that defies all expectations. They have dark skin, but piercing blue eyes. They live in stilt houses, but carry stories older than the archipelago itself. Their language, their rituals, and even their genes hold secrets that scientists are only just beginning to uncover. Today, we travel to the mysterious island of Panay, and uncover the ancient puzzle of the Panay Bukidnon, one of the last living links to a pre-colonial Philippines that the world has forgotten. This is not fiction. This is history, biology, and survival. And what you're about to hear may rewrite everything we thought we knew about identity, ancestry, and cultural resilience in Southeast Asia. Stay with us. Our story begins in the central Philippines, on the island of Panay. While the coasts have modernized with towns, ports, and roads, the interior mountains remain largely untouched. Here in the rugged slopes and misty forests, lives a small indigenous group, the Panay Bukidnon, or Mountain People of Panay. They are descendants of the island's pre-Hispanic rulers. For centuries they preserved their way of life, resisting colonization not through war, but through isolation. But it wasn't just their language or rituals that stunned researchers, it was their eyes. Many Panay Bukidnon children are born with deep blue or green eyes, a rare trait in Southeast Asia, and one that has baffled geneticists for decades. Could it be from Spanish blood? From ancient migrations? Or something even older? The answers lie in their oral traditions, and their DNA. The blue eyes first drew curiosity, but what truly captured scientists' attention were the binukot. In Panay Bukidnon tradition, a binukot is a kept maiden, a girl chosen in childhood to be shielded from the outside world. She is not allowed to walk in the sun, not allowed to work, and is guarded carefully. Why? Because she is the vessel of memory. The binukot memorizes chants, myths, and stories passed down for generations, without ever being written down. This oral tradition is called the Sugidanon, a massive epic narrative of gods, ancestors, and ancient battles. When anthropologists recorded these stories, they realized something shocking. Many of the chants preserve pre-colonial terms, cosmology, and values that no longer exist anywhere else in the Philippines. It's like stepping into a time capsule, a living archive. But who were the original creators of this culture? When scientists ran DNA tests on some members of the tribe, especially those with the striking blue eyes, they found a genetic anomaly. These individuals carried unique haplogroups not typically found in the surrounding regions. Some markers resembled those in populations from Polynesia, Micronesia, and even ancient European steppe lineages, but not in a way that fits modern colonial mixing. This suggests that the Panay Bukidnon may be a remnant population from an earlier migration, one that predates both Spanish colonization and the Austronesian expansion. Even more curious, these traits persist despite isolation and centuries of intermarriage with local groups. One theory? That a small, ancient genetic bottleneck preserved rare traits like lighter eyes through what geneticists call founder effect. Another theory? That ancient seafarers, possibly from long-lost Pacific peoples, once mixed with early tribes in the Visayas. The blue eyes may be an echo of these mysterious visitors, but blue eyes aren't the only thing they carry. The Panay Bukidnon speak a dialect of Kinaray-a, rich in ancient terms and structures not found in modern Filipino. Linguists were amazed to find references to stars, plants, and gods that don't appear in Tagalog or Cebuano. Some words bear a strange resemblance to Malagasy, from Madagascar, and even Maori. What's going on? Many scholars now believe that the Philippines, especially central islands like Panay, were once cultural crossroads, where multiple waves of migrants met and mingled. The Panay Bukidnon may be the last living record of these convergences. Even their oral scripts contain elements of Baybayin and other ancient scripts, long erased elsewhere by colonial powers. In local legend, Panay was once home to the Confederation of Majaas, a powerful ancient alliance of datus or rulers who fled persecution from Borneo and established kingdoms on the island. They brought with them warriors, weavers, and wealth, including gold. Spanish chroniclers were astonished at how much gold was worn by local leaders, but over centuries that gold was taken, melted, looted, erased. What remained was the bloodline. Panay Bukidnon elders today trace their ancestry back to these pre-colonial rulers. Their tattoos, clothing patterns, and even jewelry designs reflect ancient symbols of status and heritage, and in their faces, dark-skinned, high-cheekboned, blue-eyed, lies the mystery of an unbroken line. A royal lineage buried beneath centuries of neglect. Like many indigenous groups, the Panay Bukidnon were pushed to the margins. Colonizers discouraged their language. Missionaries banned their chants. Schools taught them to be ashamed of their ways. But something changed in the last 20 years. Scholars, activists, and even young Panay Bukidnon leaders began reclaiming their roots. The chants are now recorded. The blue eyes, once seen as a curse, are now seen as symbols of uniqueness. And more importantly, the truth of their identity is being restored. One chant even predicted this return. It spoke of a time when the children of the mountains will return to the lowlands and their words will be louder than the waves. That time is now. So why should this matter to the rest of us? Because the story of the Panay Bukidnon isn't just about one tribe. It's about what was lost and what's still hiding in the corners of the Philippines. It tells us that Filipino identity isn't just Catholic or Tagalog or colonial. It is vast, layered, and sometimes blue-eyed. It contains roots that stretch back to seafaring queens, oral epics, and gold-covered ancestors. For Filipinos in the diaspora, this story matters even more. It reminds us that beneath every Filipino surname, every balikbayan box, every accent, there may be DNA that connects to the first kings of Panay, to chants older than Spain, to a tribe that never gave up. So if you ever meet someone from the mountains of Panay, and you notice their unusual eyes, look closer. You're not just seeing color, you're seeing memory. You're seeing thousands of years of survival, resistance, and identity, preserved in a gaze. This is the Philippines before the maps, before the flags, before the forgetting. This is your story too. Stay curious, stay proud, stay signal.